If you're heading out of town for Memorial Day weekend, you'll have plenty of company. More people will be traveling this weekend than before the pandemic.
Yeah, AAA projects nationwide more than 43 million travelers will head 50 miles or more away from home for the holiday weekend. Here in Southern California, AAA expects 3.5 million travelers, including passengers on trains and planes. The majority of people, though, will travel by car, nearly 3 million people taking road trips. AAA says the worst time for traffic from Thursday through Monday is going to be during the afternoons, so avoid those if you can. The top 3 destinations for Southern Californians this weekend will be Las Vegas, San Diego, and the Grand Canyon, so expect some visitors here.
And with so many drivers expected to hit the road this Memorial Day weekend, the CHP is warning drivers to be safe.
And joining us here in studio, Officer Jake Sanchez from the CHP with some tips on how to stay safe on the roads. Thank you as always for joining us. Great to see you.
Thank you, Maria.
Let's talk about what measures the CHP is taking right now to make sure everybody is safe. Obviously a lot more people than we would see on any given day.
Yeah, so this is like a normal holiday around San Diego with the CHP. We're maximum enforcement. So we're going to be out with as many officers as we can and looking for those violations that are taking people's lives. And last year, unfortunately, during the same period, the same time period through the holiday, Friday evening at 6 p.m. through midnight on Monday, we lost 46 people across the state in fatality crashes. And then we had just the CHP had over 1,100 arrests, 1,118 arrests for DUIs last holiday.
You know, obviously you guys start maximum enforcement. How long does that last? And what are the typical violations? Obviously DUI, but what are the other kinds of things you're seeing on the roads?
So that starts Friday at 6 p.m. and it'll go through the weekend. Basically Sunday turning into Monday is when it ends, and that's when that maximum enforcement period ends. For us, other than DUI, the things that are, that kill people is speed, right? So that's a number, one of the big things we'll be focusing on. Distracted driving, and then ultimately, the scary thing is seatbelts. Seatbelts are still a problem. I think I've talked about this before, but last Thanksgiving, we lost 4 people in a crash on the 94 freeway that was seatbelt related. And so during these holiday periods, those are the types of violations that the Highway Patrol is looking for, because we know people are losing their lives as a result of them.
What advice do you have for people out there? I mean, we see these numbers go up during holiday weekends, a lot more people on the road, people are going to parties, that sort of thing. But what advice do you have for people as far as the concept of just like a little bit of pleasure is not worth a lifetime of regrets? Absolutely.
So what I tell people is, think about the last time you made a good decision under the influence, right?
Yeah.
Most of us don't do that. We make bad decisions when we consume alcohol. So you have to make the good decisions beforehand. Beginning of my career, when I was actually on patrol, a lot of DUI drivers in the back of my car, nobody felt like they should be going to jail. Drunk people don't feel drunk, if that makes sense. And so if you don't feel impaired and you take a car to a location where you're planning on consuming alcohol or impairing substances, the likelihood is you're going to get in that car and you're going to drive it home. And unfortunately, that's how a lot of these crashes happen. And obviously, while we're out there trying to get those individuals off the road.
And it's also the rushing to get to places too. I mean, people don't plan ahead in terms of like getting all their stuff and all their kids in the car and all of that, and then they're out the door and they're trying to get to wherever they're going. That creates some problems too, right?
Absolutely. So preparing, again, you have people are packing food in their cars. You got salads and jellos and all these other things that you're taking to whatever event you're taking to, and maybe it's not secured right and it's all over the back of the car. People are not paying attention. All these things lead to crashes. Any type of distraction, speeding as a result of being late for something, right? These are things that we talk about it during the rain too, but especially during the holiday period, you got to give yourself some extra time. You never know what traffic you're going to run into, and we have a lot of construction going on the freeways here around San Diego right now as well.
We've talked about drunk driving as being obviously the major problem that it is. Of those 46 people who died last year, was there like a correlation between those two things? And alongside if I can ask as well, how much has distracted driving, texting while driving, rivaled the drunk driving numbers?
Very similar numbers, both very high when it comes to deaths. And the distracted driving realm, we're looking at over 3,000 every year die to distracted driving. DUI is
in California?
No, this is in the United States.
In the country.
In the United States. And then With DUI, very similar numbers. The scary part too is when you're on your phone, even legally on your phone, you're just as likely to crash as a drunk driver. So you're 4 times crash risk talking on your phone. So very dangerous. As far as the deaths, it's hard to know the true answers because we don't necessarily follow up on those stats from the fatalities. Somebody might have been involved in a crash. We may have suspected that alcohol was involved, but we couldn't confirm that until toxicology report came back.
In your experience, when you actually see people head out, when are the best times to go and come back?
You know, I just say whatever time you're supposed to be there, give yourself double the amount of time that it would normally take you. And that kind of makes it safe. Obviously, you kind of saw those stats. The afternoon is going to be the busier time to travel. So if you can avoid those times, great. So go earlier or go later, but give yourself that extra time so you don't have to rush. You can get there safely, can focus on the road, and hopefully not get hurt.
Get there alive. How about that?
Absolutely.
Right. All right.
Officer Sanchez, thank you so much. Always appreciate everything you have to say. And we hope to see you soon again, next week hopefully, for more Rules of the Road.
I appreciate it.
All right.
All right. Sounds good.